Hello, Selwyn Duke here, and today I want to discuss illegal migration, aka invasion, and that's what it is. Now, those of us with common sense have known for a very long time that illegal migrants commit an inordinate amount of the crime. It only makes sense. First of all, we have eyes to see, but in addition, if someone is willing to commit the crime of breaking into this country, it only follows that he might be more likely than average to commit other crimes as well. But liberals for years have said just the opposite. They've said, oh, no, no, no. These people are better than you. They're here just to work hard and to better themselves, and they actually commit fewer crimes than native born Americans. Well, we've got some hard statistics now vindicating what people like us have always said. Courtesy of Tucker Carlson was on his show tonight. He reported statistics from the U.S. Sentencing Bureau, and here they are. Non-citizens constitute, supposedly, only 7% of our population, but they account for 22%, more than a fifth of all federal murder convictions, 18% of fraud convictions, 33% of money laundering convictions, 29% of drug trafficking convictions, and 72% of convictions for drug possession. All right, these are staggering statistics, but here's the thing. To address this tonight on his show, Carlson had this paid liar on named Ali Noorani. He's the executive director of the National Immigration Forum. He's the kind of fellow who goes around to various shows trying to convince us why it's great for our country to be invaded and why we shouldn't do anything about it, why we shouldn't secure the border. And he was asked to respond to these facts, the statistics, and he was asked, well, why have liberals been saying just the opposite for all these years? What's going on? He wouldn't address it. What he said is, the real problem is that if we clamp down on these people, if we really enforce these laws, I'm putting it in my terms now, these illegal migrants will be afraid to come out of the shadows. They will be afraid to report crime, and that will frustrate our crime fighting efforts. Now, we've heard this for a very, very long time, but consider this, and Carlson did not think to call him on this. When he said that, he stepped right in it. Because if what he's saying is true, if these people really are to some extent afraid to report crime, that would indicate that if anything, migrant crime is higher than those statistics indicated. Then it's a really big problem. So there are only two possibilities here. Either Noorani, the paid liar, is wrong when he says that these people are afraid to report crimes, or he's right about that, but then that means the illegal migrant crime rate is much higher or somewhat higher than even those statistics indicate. And that's the story. And the real problem is not that immigrants are afraid to come out of the shadows. The real problem is that people like Noorani, I'm sorry, are not afraid to come out of the shadows. That they will actually come out and encourage the invasion of our country, encourage the rest of us to do nothing about it, and try to shame us into doing nothing about it. That really is treasonous. That's what it is. Have a good night, and God bless.